Good morning. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, and I just wanted to do kind of maybe a short video, maybe an intermediately long video about the upcoming election and the violence that is going to come. I believe, well, let's just start at the beginning. About 6 weeks ago, I guess it was, or whatever, Trump was suffered an assassination attempt by one of his own ex-supporters, and supposedly the bullet hit his ear, which I hardly do not believe. I think the whole thing was set up, and if the bullet had actually hit his ear would have been torn off, because the bullet was a bullet from an AR-15, which are designed to tumble and tear flesh. They're not designed to go by and just nick your ear. And unfortunately, the person who was killed in the incident may have not have been supposed to have been killed. But anyway, I don't believe it was a real assassination attempt. Then there's the second assassination attempt that just happened this past few days at the Palm Beach golf course, I guess, which Trump owns or partially owns or something. Anyway, the guy stuck his AK-47 barrel through a fence. They were on the other side of some bushes that he was kind of, I guess, hiding in. And the Secret Service agent saw him and apparently fired his service revolver at him. And Trump was one hole behind, so they tackled Trump and covered him like, oh my God, somebody's going to kill him. He wasn't even close to where the action was. Anyway, they said that this guy who did it, and I don't even remember his name, it's not worth remembering, when they came around to find where he was gone. He got in the car, he drove away, and some woman used her camera to take a picture of his car driving away and get his license plate. You know, you can't do a damn thing now without these fucking assholes and their cameras out there taking a picture of everything that you do. You know, it's impossible to get away with anything because of these dickheads with cameras. But anyway, this Karen who shot a video of the guy leaving reported it to the police. Now, when the police went up and found his weapon, which they said was very nicely placed against the fence in a position like if you just put it on its butt and leaned it against the fence. And he left his other materials there. I don't know what all he had, but he had some kind of porcelain blocks or something in a bag, 2 bags, backpacks, something like that. What the hell would you use that for? But anyway, the point is, if you're in a hurry, you're been shot at, would you take time to lean your rifle nicely against the fence before you left? Does that make sense to anybody? No, it does not. You'd throw your fucking rifle down and get your ass out of there as quick as possible. And so this, in my mind, is another attempt at a false and flag assassination. The first one was a false flag assassination, and this one is also a false flag assassination. Now, there is one thing that happened. There's the guy who was the homeowners, HOA president at that subdivision, where he was going around and pulling up all the Harris wall signs and leaving the Trump Vance signs. We said because Trump was a former president that it was history, but since Harris is not a president, that there was no history in those signs that were in the people's yards. And he kept pulling them up. Every night he'd go out and pull up signs, and people would put them back, and every night he'd go pull them up. Well, he got his comeuppance. Karma's a beautiful bitch. I love karma. One person, and I don't know who it is, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you, one person put some explosives, somehow rigged them to his sign so that whenever this HOA president pulled it out of the ground, it exploded. And it blew his fucking foot off. And I find that funny as hell. It's in my mind, he deserved what he got, and the homeowner, should have gotten a medal because the guy pulling up those signs was a traitor and he was breaking the First Amendment, and he got what he deserved. When you fuck around and try to steal people's rights to reflect their opinion, even if it's through a political sign, you are a traitor to the United States of America, especially if it's a political sign. I once had a political sign that was a 3x5 in the subdivision where I lived, and the subdivision only allowed a 2x3 sign. Well, thank you, to my lawyer and to the what is it? I'm tired. I don't know why I'm doing this, but anyway, to the other organizations that backed me, and we took the city right out, and I got to keep my 3x5 sign because it was my First Amendment right to have the sign. Okay, and they couldn't make me take it down, even though their city ordinance only allowed 2x3 signs. So I won that. So never believe that if you take City Hall to court, you're going to lose, because I won that one. So anyway, my whole point in this is this guy who pulled the sign up and it blew his foot off is now going to think before he goes out and tries to impinge on somebody else's First Amendment rights. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie. This is getting long, but I hope you stayed to watch it. And fuck that homeowner association president, fuck Donald Trump, and fuck all the maggots. And to my friends and family and followers, I love you all, and pox some more, Jack. Keep on trucking.